The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This profound wisdom reminds us that our inner world shapes our reality, influencing not only our sense of well-being, but also the very course of our lives. Just as the company we keep can guide or mislead us on our journey, so too can the habits we cultivate or tolerate either strengthen or undermine our Stoic path. In today's video, we will explore 10 common habits that quietly erode our resilience and steer us away from the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These habits, often unnoticed, can lead us astray, but by identifying and removing them, we can reclaim our inner peace and align ourselves more closely with the principles that lead to a fulfilling life. Before we dive in, I invite you to like this video and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Your support helps us continue to spread the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest content. Together, let's embark on this journey of self-improvement and inner tranquility. Habit number 1. Complaining about things outside your control. Imagine you're attending a serene picnic, surrounded by friends and family. The sun is shining, the food is delightful, and laughter fills the air. Suddenly, dark clouds gather, and rain begins to fall. While many might take this in stride, moving the festivities indoors and appreciating the fresh scent of rain, there will always be those who let the weather ruin their day. They grumble about their bad luck, lament their soaked clothes, and bemoan the sudden shift in plans. This reaction is a perfect illustration of how easily we allow things beyond our control to dictate our mood and mindset. Life, much like the weather, is inherently unpredictable. We cannot control the storms that come our way, but we can choose how we respond to them. Stoicism teaches us to discern between what lies within our power and what does not, urging us to focus our energy on our reactions rather than on the uncontrollable forces around us. Complaining about circumstances we cannot change is not only futile, but also drains our mental and emotional resources, leading us into a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction. Consider the workplace, a common setting where this habit manifests. Perhaps you have encountered colleagues who spend a considerable amount of time lamenting over decisions made by management or changes in company policy. Instead of adapting and finding ways to work within the new parameters, they dwell on what they perceive as injustices or inconveniences. This constant negativity not only hampers their productivity, but also poisons the atmosphere for everyone around them. To counter this anti-Stoic behavior, we can draw upon the wisdom of Epictetus, who advises us to regularly ask ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? When faced with challenging situations, rather than voicing discontent, a more Stoic approach would be to ask, how can I adapt to this? Or, what can I learn from this experience? By shifting our focus from complaint to action, we reclaim our power and maintain our inner peace. This ensures that, no matter how unpredictable the world may be, we remain centered and unshaken, capable of navigating life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. Habit number 2. Seeking external validation. Imagine you've spent weeks dedicated to a project, investing your energy, creativity, and passion into bringing it to life. Upon completion, instead of basking in the satisfaction of your hard work, you find yourself constantly checking for likes, comments, or any form of acknowledgement on social media. Or perhaps you've bought a new outfit, not because it resonates with your sense of style, but because you're hoping others will notice and compliment you. In today's digital age, the need for external validation is amplified, with social media platforms feeding our desire for approval and recognition. It's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our self-worth through the lens of likes, shares, and followers, metrics that are fleeting and often beyond our control. Seeking external validation is akin to riding an emotional seesaw. On days when the praise flows, you're lifted high, feeling elated and confident. But when the attention wanes, or worse, when criticism arises, you find yourself crashing down, questioning your value and self-worth. This reliance on others' opinions creates a volatile cycle, preventing you from achieving a stable and enduring sense of self. The Stoic approach, however, encourages us to turn inward for validation. Stoicism teaches that true self-worth is grounded in our virtues, actions, and personal growth, elements that are entirely within our control. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that the true measure of your worth lies not in the praise or criticism you receive, but in your own assessment of your actions and decisions. To embody the Stoic principle, the next time you find yourself seeking validation from others, take a moment to pause and reflect. Why am I seeking this approval? Am I genuinely proud of my actions or decision? If the answer is yes, then that should be sufficient. Feedback from others can be valuable for growth, but your self-esteem should be rooted in your integrity, intentions, and the actions you take, not in the ever-changing opinions of those around you. Remember, while the world around you is full of noise, true peace and contentment come from within. Let your self-worth be anchored in your own judgment of your character and efforts, rather than in the fleeting affirmations of the external world. In doing so, you cultivate a steady and resilient sense of self, impervious to the whims of external validation. Habit number 3. Being a slave to your emotions. Imagine yourself at a family gathering, surrounded by loved ones, when a relative casually makes a comment about a recent choice you've made, a new job, relationship, or lifestyle change. The remark stings, and before you know it, a storm of emotions swells within you. Anger, defensiveness, perhaps even sadness. In that moment, you might snap back with a sharp retort, creating tension and discomfort for everyone present. Was that outburst really the best response? This scenario illustrates how easily we can be overtaken by our emotions. Emotions, in their essence, are neither inherently good nor bad. They are natural human responses that offer valuable insights into our thoughts and perceptions. However, when we allow these emotions to dominate our actions without restraint, we risk making decisions we later regret and damaging our relationships. Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of acknowledging our emotions without becoming enslaved by them. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This Stoic principle reminds us that while we cannot always control our initial emotional reactions, we have the power to choose how we respond. The next time you feel a surge of emotion, whether triggered by a friend's comment, a situation at work, or any other stressor, take a moment to pause and breathe. Ask yourself, is my immediate reaction the best course of action? Will it lead to harmony or discord? By practicing this moment of reflection, you cultivate emotional resilience, ensuring that your responses are guided by reason and aligned with your values rather than driven by fleeting emotion. Embracing this Stoic approach enables you to navigate life's challenges with a sense of balance and wisdom, acting not out of impulse, but from a place of thoughtful consideration. Habit number 4. Pursuit of excess pleasure. Imagine walking into a grand feast where the table is overflowing with sumptuous dishes, decadent desserts, and an endless flow of drinks. The temptation to indulge without restraint is strong, but by the evening's end, the initial euphoria may give way to feelings of discomfort, regret, even emptiness. This is the trap of excessive pleasure. Life offers a wealth of pleasures, from delicious foods to luxurious experiences, and while it's natural to enjoy them, becoming trapped in a cycle of constant indulgence can leave us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from deeper sources of happiness. The transient joy that comes from overindulgence can often mask a deeper void, diverting us from seeking more meaningful and lasting contentment. Seneca's profound observation, "Slavery resides under marble and gold," serves as a reminder that excessive attachment to material pleasures can enslave us, ironically limiting our freedom. It's as if we become chained to a treadmill, always chasing the next fleeting thrill. Consider the allure of modern technology as an example. The excitement of purchasing the latest smartphone is undeniable, but how quickly does that thrill fade, only to be replaced by the desire for the next new model? Or think about the culture of binge-watching shows. It's enjoyable in the moment, but does it provide long-lasting satisfaction? To navigate this, Stoicism encourages cultivating an attitude of moderation. Before diving into the next indulgence, pause and reflect. Is this pursuit adding genuine value to my life, or am I merely seeking a temporary high? This introspection helps you distinguish between what truly enriches your life and what merely offers a momentary escape. By aligning your desires with long-term well-being rather than short-lived pleasures, you position yourself to experience a deeper, more enduring sense of joy and fulfillment. Habit number 5, living in the past. Imagine sitting on your porch during a beautiful evening, the sky painted with hues of orange and pink as the sun sets. But instead of soaking in the moment, your mind is far away, entangled in the memories of past events. Perhaps it's a mistake that haunts you, an opportunity you let slip away, or the lingering memory of someone you once held dear. While it's natural to occasionally reflect on the past, becoming fixated on it can prevent you from fully experiencing and appreciating the present. Dwelling on past regrets or sorrows is like carrying a heavy backpack as you journey through life. It weighs you down, slows your progress, and clouds your vision, making it difficult to see the opportunities and beauty that exist in the here and now. Every time you revisit a past event, you give it power, allowing it to occupy mental and emotional space could be better devoted to living in the present. Epictetus, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, reminds us that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. This insight reveals that our suffering often stems not from the past events themselves, from the way we continue to focus on and interpret them. Consider the story of two old friends who reunite after many years. One is consumed by regret, lamenting over missed opportunities and lost relationships. The other, however, speaks with gratitude for the lessons learned, cherishing the present and looking forward to the future. Both have lived through the same passage of time, yet their perspectives are vastly different. To break free from the chains of the past, it's essential to cultivate mindfulness, practice that helps anchor you in the present moment. When you catch yourself drifting into memories of bygone days, gently guide your attention back to the now. Engage in activities that ground you in the present, such as meditation, journaling, or simply taking a walk and observing the world around you. These practices help you focus on the present, treating each day as a new opportunity to shape your life. By consciously choosing to live in the present, you free yourself from the burdens of the past. This shift allows you to embrace the beauty and potential of each moment, enabling you to write a brighter and more fulfilling story for yourself. Remember, the past is a chapter that has already been written. The future, however, is a story that is still yours to craft. Habit number 6, obsessing over the future. Imagine yourself on a tranquil beach vacation. The waves gently kiss the shore, and a soft breeze caresses your face. Yet instead of soaking in the serenity of the moment, your mind is elsewhere, preoccupied with thoughts about an upcoming work project, a financial decision, or any number of future uncertainties. While it's natural to plan for the future, becoming consumed by it can strip away the joy and richness of the present moment. Constantly projecting yourself into the future is like standing at the foot of a towering mountain, fixated solely on the distant peak and missing the beauty of the path right in front of you. It's easy to get lost in the what-ifs and hypothetical scenarios that may never come to pass. This perpetual state of future focus can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and a sense of disconnection from the here and now. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, offered timeless wisdom when he wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you must. The same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." This insight reminds us that while the future is uncertain, our ability to face it depends on the strength and clarity we cultivate in the present. Worrying about the future does nothing to alter it, but how we prepare and act in the moment can profoundly influence our ability to handle what comes our way. Consider two individuals facing a major challenge. One spends their time consumed by anxiety, imagining all the potential negative outcomes, while the other focuses on the present, diligently preparing and doing what they can to be ready. Both are aware of the challenge ahead, but their experiences and mental states differ greatly. The one who remains grounded in the present is more likely to approach the future with calm and confidence. To avoid being trapped in endless loops of future anxiety, it's essential to anchor yourself in the present. When you find your thoughts drifting into the uncertainties of tomorrow, practice mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or sensory focus, to bring yourself back to the present moment. These exercises help you reconnect with what's real and tangible, reminding you that the present is the only time truly within your control. While it's wise to prepare for the future, it's equally important to live fully in the present, for this moment is all we truly have. By maintaining a balanced perspective, acknowledging the future but embracing the present, you set the foundation for a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination, and every step taken mindfully today prepares you to face whatever tomorrow may bring. Habit number 7. Seeking perfection in everything. Imagine you're hosting a dinner party at your home. The guests are laughing, conversation is vibrant, and the food is well received. Yet, instead of savoring the joy of the moment, your mind is stuck on the slight over-seasoning of one dish or the minor flaw in the table setting. This relentless pursuit of perfection, even in the smallest details, can cast a shadow over what should be moments of happiness and connection. In our modern world, with the omnipresence of social media and its endless stream of seemingly perfect lives, there's an increasing pressure to achieve perfection in every aspect of life. Whether it's maintaining an impeccable appearance, cultivating the ideal relationship, securing the dream job, or curating the perfect home, this chase for perfection can turn into a never-ending cycle. It's like running on a treadmill that never stops, leaving you exhausted yet never satisfied. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, "To wish for perfection is a sure way to become unhappy." This insight highlights the fact that perfection is often an unattainable ideal, and the relentless pursuit of it can lead to chronic dissatisfaction, frustration, and even burnout. Consider an artist working on a masterpiece. If they were consumed by the need for absolute perfection, they might never complete a single piece of work. Instead, they understand that beauty often resides in imperfections, and that the true value lies in the whole creation, not in the pursuit of flawless minutiae. To break free from the trap of perfectionism, it's important to embrace the concept of good enough. This doesn't mean settling for mediocrity, but rather recognizing that there's a difference between striving for excellence and obsessing over unattainable perfection. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and learn to appreciate the imperfections that make each moment and creation unique. When you feel the pull of perfectionist tendencies, take a step back and ask yourself, is this really crucial? Will it matter in a week, month, or a year? By shifting your focus to the bigger picture and what truly matters, you can liberate yourself from the constraints of perfectionism. This shift allows you to lead a more balanced and contented life, where you can find joy in the journey rather than being weighed down by the unreachable goal of perfection. Embrace the imperfections. They are part of the richness of life and the key to living with grace and fulfillment. Habit number 8. Comparing yourself to others. Imagine you're attending a reunion, catching up with old friends and colleagues. Conversations flow, stories are shared, and achievements are recounted. But instead of enjoying the moment and celebrating the successes of others, find yourself comparing your life to theirs. You start measuring your achievements against theirs, and suddenly your contentment fades into feelings of inadequacy and envy. This habit of comparing ourselves to others is a slippery slope that can erode our self-esteem and happiness. In the age of social media, where everyone's highlight reel is on display, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that others are more successful, more attractive, or more fulfilled. But this constant comparison is like trying to measure the worth of a tree by looking at the height of the tallest one in the forest, ignoring the unique growth and beauty of your own tree. The Stoics teach us to focus on our own path rather than looking to others for validation. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." This wisdom reminds us that our value doesn't come from how we stack up against others, but from living in accordance with our own principles and virtues. Consider a craftsman dedicated to honing his skills. If he constantly compares his work to that of others, he may lose sight of his own progress and the joy of creation. But if he focuses on his journey, taking pride in his growth and learning from each experience, finds contentment and fulfillment in his craft. To overcome the habit of comparison, practice gratitude for your own journey and achievements. When you catch yourself comparing, shift your focus to your strengths and progress. Ask yourself, am I better today than I was yesterday? By redirecting your energy towards self-improvement rather than comparison, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and satisfaction, free from the pressures of measuring up to others. Habit number 9, procrastination. Imagine you've set a goal for yourself. Perhaps it's a personal project, a new skill you want to learn, or a task that needs to be completed. But instead of taking the first step, find yourself putting it off, waiting for the perfect moment, the right mood, or just one more day. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, and the goal remains distant, untouched, as the opportunity to take action slips away. Procrastination is the thief of time and potential. The habit of deferring action in favor of comfort, often leading to feelings of guilt, stress, and missed opportunity. While it's human to occasionally delay tasks, chronic procrastination can prevent you from achieving your goals and realizing your full potential. The Stoic approach to overcoming procrastination involves embracing the present moment and taking immediate action. Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This means aligning your actions with your aspirations and recognizing that the only moment you truly control is now. Think of a writer with a story to tell. If she waits for inspiration to strike or for conditions to be perfect, she might never put pen to paper. But if she commits to writing every day, even when it's difficult, she slowly builds her story, word by word, until it becomes a finished work. The same principle applies to any goal. Action, even imperfect action, moves you closer to your desired outcome. To break the habit of procrastination, start by setting small, manageable goals and take the first step today. When you feel the urge to delay, remind yourself that progress is made in the present, not in some idealized future. By consistently taking action, you build momentum, confidence, and a sense of accomplishment, moving steadily towards your goals and aspirations. Habit number 10, overthinking. Imagine lying in bed at night, replaying conversations in your mind, analyzing every word and gesture. You think about decisions you've made, possible outcomes, and the countless what-ifs that come with them. What started as a simple thought spirals into an endless loop of analysis, keeping you awake and anxious. This is the habit of overthinking, where the mind becomes trapped in a cycle of doubt and worry, unable to find peace. Overthinking is like a mental treadmill. No matter how much energy you expend, you're not actually moving forward. It's a habit that drains your mental resources, creates unnecessary stress, and often leads to paralysis by analysis, where decisions are delayed or avoided altogether. The Stoics recognized the futility of overthinking and advocated for a more straightforward approach to decision-making and action. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. This wisdom encourages us to focus on clear, decisive actions based on reason and virtue, rather than becoming entangled in endless speculation. Consider a leader who must make important decisions for their team. They overthink every possible outcome and worry about every potential consequence. They may struggle to make any decision at all, leading to delays and missed opportunities. But if they trust their judgment, act with integrity, and make decisions based on the information available, it can lead with confidence and adapt as necessary. To combat overthinking, practice mindfulness and focus on what you can control. When you notice your thoughts spiraling, take a deep breath and bring your attention back to the present moment. Ask yourself, is this line of thinking helping me, or is it keeping me stuck? By grounding yourself in the present and making decisions with clarity and purpose, you free yourself from the cycle of overthinking and move forward with greater confidence and peace of mind. As we've explored these 10 habits that can steer us away from a life of inner peace and fulfillment, it's clear that Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom to help us navigate these challenges, grace and resilience. By recognizing and addressing these habits, whether it's seeking perfection, dwelling on the past, or overthinking, we can cultivate a life rooted in mindfulness, purpose, tranquility. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Stoic wisdom here at Stoic Quotes 365. If you found these insights valuable, please like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel to stay connected with more content that inspires and empowers. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. To continue deepening your understanding and practice of Stoicism, I invite you to explore our playlist, Stoicism for a Fulfilling Life, where you'll find more videos designed to guide you toward a life of virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. Let's continue this journey together, learning and growing with each step, and embracing the principles that lead to a truly fulfilling life.